Hi, my name is Alex McNellis, and I'm a senior at Anderson. Ever since I started at Anderson, I always kind of been most interested in science. So when I started picking courses, for example, sophomore year, I doubled up on science, took anatomy and chemistry, and then so on until I had the required courses for health practicum, which was something I learned about sophomore year. And right when I heard about it, I just got super interested in it because I always knew I wanted to have something to do with the healthcare industry, but I also wanted that experience to see if I even liked it or not. Going to this program where you're shadowing a doctor for 2 to 3 hours, 2 times a week, you can honestly tell whether you even want to be in the healthcare industry in the future, because you may go into it and decide that's not something you like because it's an environment where you're dealing with people all day. It's stressful. The process to be in the industry is obviously very stressful. But after doing it for a semester, I feel like I kind of validated my idea, and I not only validated my idea of wanting to be in the healthcare industry, I also kind of saw what fields I would like. As for me, I shadowed with an orthodontist, an orthopedist, which is a sports medicine, um, a neurologist, and a podiatrist. And believe it or not, I actually liked podiatry the most, which was literally dealing with feet. Um, but in that, the reason I liked it the most was not only like was it very interesting. I saw a couple biopsies, taking like a mole in to see if it was cancer. But the doctor was very nice to me. I honestly learned so much, and that's definitely what made that site my favorite. And I think that's if any of you guys join the program, that's something that's super interesting. You can see, um, what doctors do on a day to day basis, and also develop a relationship with that doctor. Um, and like I would say, me and the doctor I shadowed are pretty close now because of all those interactions we had with patients, and it was a good experience. I would say the benefits of the health science practicum is obviously a lot more chill than normal school. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I shadow from about 9 to 12. Maybe it goes a little bit shorter some days, maybe a little longer after it. Uh, Maybe a little longer some days. But then I'm home. I get to relax until it's time for me to go to the third period of the day. And then on Fridays, I don't have to go in at all. I sleep in, go to school at 1:45. It's very nice. Um, and then as far as grading, all I have to do a journal of what I encountered that day, whether that's what I learned, what patients I saw, the highs and lows in my day, kind of just telling the teacher how your experience was. And then I also do the timesheet, just a simple signature of kind of clocking in and clocking out of when you get there and come back. Um, I've not really had any negative experiences so far. I know that if you're not a people person and you can get kind of awkward, that could be considered something negative because these doctors are very stressed um, when they're at work, and so they can kind of be a little, I don't know what you call it, not rude, but not in their best mood someday, and so you can't take that personally. You just kind of deal with it and then let the doctors be themselves because at the end of the day, you're here to learn. They're not here to make sure they're treating you well. So I would say you just have to prepare for that. You have to. It's okay to get yelled at. It's okay to say not now. Like be quiet or please don't come in this room with me. It's very important. You just have to be ready for that. And you can't take anything personally. But other than that, even if you're not the next doctor with a 5.0 GPA, it's a really good experience to see if you like the field. Maybe you just hate it. It's like, oh, the hospital smells bad. I feel like I'm just in the same place all day, talking to the same people. Or you may love it and think that is the most interesting thing that you've ever experienced. But either way, you'll get to know like what you want to pursue when you're out of high school, and I think that's really important. Um, so when you're taking if you see this video and you're deciding what courses to take, make sure that you take the required courses so you can interview for this class before your senior year and maybe have as great as experience as I did. Thank you.